You are listening to 90.1 FM, Tacoma's The Sound, KUPS, and this is Farthest Frequencies, hosted by
Nieve
and Katarina for the last week ever.
Yeah.
Sad, it's tragic, but it's also been such an amazing time.
Yeah.
We've had so much fun, and we've got some great music per usual for you this week, and also a little bit extra from us. But I say we don't yap too much and just get to it.
Yep.
Up next, well, I guess I should let you know that first song in Farthest Frequencies fashion was Let There Be Light by Andrew Prahlow from the soundtrack of The Outer Wilds. And up next, we've got Homeland by Jenna Carlie.
Far in the distance, there's a promise. It seems far in the distance. I put it on the altar, though it was mine. I put it on the altar. There's a greater city we have not seen. We're all waiting in the in-between. We're all seeking a homeland. We're all seeking a homeland. We're all seeking a homeland. We're all seeking a I've been a traveler, my destination is unknown. I've been a traveler, I've been a foreigner with no place to call my own. I've been a foreigner. There's a greater city we have not seen. We're all waiting in the in-between. We're all seeking a homeland. We're all seeking a homeland. We're all seeking a homeland. We're all seeking a You say you're still upon us, your spirit lives inside us as a guarantee. Your presence is the promise until we meet the fullness of eternity. We're all seeking a homeland, 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 homeland,
Forgot to mention the theme for the week, which we have taken you far out into space if you haven't kept up with the show. If for any reason this is your first time being here, thank you so much.
And we're sorry, it's probably going to get sappy in there in a minute.
Yeah, it's going to get sappy. This week, We do a different sub-theme regarding space, and this week our theme is home again.
Mhm.
We're coming back. We've taken a long, long journey.
We've had
and
quite the adventure together.
Yeah.
Seen stars explode and
Yeah.
left the forest reaches of our solar system.
Met some pretty cool creatures out there.
Yeah.
Explored some pretty cool stars. And now the only thing left to do is return. So up next, we've got Earth by Sleeping at Last.
I dig till my shovel tells a secret. Swear to the earth that I will keep it. Brush off the dirt and let my change of heart occur. Sold soon after the appraisal, the hammer struck the auction table louder than anything I've ever heard. Fall lands tremble underneath my glass house, but I put it out of my mind long enough to call it courage, to live without a lifeline. I bend the definition of faith to exonerate my blind eye to the siren song. I'm safe. Meanwhile, my family's taking shelter. The sparks and the fire down the wire. A countdown begins until the dynamite gives in. The echo is wide as the equator, travels through a world of built-up anger, too late to pull itself together. Fallings tremble underneath my glass house, but I put it out of my mind long enough to call it courage, to live without a lifeline. I bend the definition of faith to exonerate my blind eye till the siren song sings. There was an earthquake. There was an avalanche of change. We were so afraid. We cried ourselves a hurricane. There were floods, tidal waves over
home alone. I drive past the place where I was born, in the places that I used to drink. Young and drunk and stumbling in the street outside, the joiners' arms like foals unsteady on their feet. With the art students and the boys in bands, high on in holding hands with someone that I just met. I thought it doesn't get better than this. There can be nothing better than this. Better than this. And we climbed onto the roof, the museum, and someone made love in the ground. And I forgot my name. And the way back to my mother's house. With your black pool eyes and your bitten lips, the world is at your fingertips. It doesn't get better than this. What else could be better than this? Oh, you know what I have seen? I have seen the fields of flame, and everything I ever did was just another way to scream your name over and over and over and over again. Over and over and over and over And we're just children, wanting children of our own. I want a space to watch things grow, but did I dream too big? Do I have to let it go? And what if one day there is no such thing as snow? Oh God, what do I know? And I don't know anything except the green is so green. And there's a special kind of sadness that seems to come with spring. Oh, do you know what I have seen? I have seen the fields of flame, and everything I ever did was just another way to scream your name over and over and over and over again. Over and over and over and over again. Oh, do you know what I have seen? I have seen the fields of flame, but everything I ever did was just another way to scream your name.
You are listening to Farthest Frequencies on KUPS 90.1 The Sound.
And that was South London Forever by Florence and the Machine. One of our staples here on the show, I'd say.
Yeah, truly a transcendent artist, I feel.
And, well, what have we got up next?
Yeah. So we kept it a little bit of a surprise, but Kat and I decided that for our last week, we would both write poems.
We dabble.
We dabble in poetry writing. If
Here
you
and
pick
there.
up an issue of Cross Currents,
You might find us.
you may find us. Flick it open,
Yeah.
huge newspaper style.
Yeah. So I know I gave you a suggestion, but what did you end up doing for your poem? Do you want to talk about it before or after?
I'll say that it is a found poem.
Okay.
From Outer Wilds.
Amazing.
And
I'm so excited.
I kept it spoiler free. So anything that references, or fairly spoiler free. So anything that references the big events in the game.
Yeah. Hard thing to do.
It is a hard thing to do, especially because some of the best lines from that game directly reference.
Seriously.
It. So,
I know.
This is called To Go Where No One Has Gone Before. Goodness, it's you. Hello, where'd you come from? You made it here in one piece. Be welcomed in this place. It's always dark in the farthest reaches of our solar system, but pull up a marshmallow stick. Open up a bottle of the good stuff. The fire illuminates the dark areas. The fundamental uncertainty throughout the universe flickers light across old bark, in this quiet shade beyond the horizon, where space doesn't work right. We do not have much connection, you and I. We were born among other stars and planets, yet here we are, together, in this ancient glade, exploring the farthest reaches of our solar system. What's left of it, anyways. My story's over, but feel free to stay and enjoy the fire a while. Linger in this moment, this quiet shade, while every possibility still exists. I hope it puts your mind at ease. We are not alone. I'm unsure how to survive in this place without you. The entire universe is expanding. It speaks a language we do not yet know. As a child, I considered such unknown sinister, but now I understand that the universe is, and we are. We've reached the end of our journey. The phantom greets us in the night sky. A black hole sleeps below. If you came here looking for answers, I hope you found them. You left to seek adventure amongst the stars, and all that remains is to collapse the innumerable possibilities before us. Are you ready to learn what comes next?
Yes. That was awesome. That was so cool. And so good because it didn't even sound like a found poem. If I didn't know the Outer Wilds so well, so back to front as I do, that's an incredible poem just on its own.
Yeah.
But knowing where the lines come from makes it even more impressive because you stitched things together in a way that tells a story, almost in a way that tells the story without giving it away.
Yeah.
Which is the hardest thing to do with the Outer Wilds, right?
Absolutely. And
every person I talk to, I'm like, you have to play this game, and I won't tell you anything about it.
It's a game about exploration, and
Yeah.
the worst thing to do would be to tell you something that you could explore and figure out on your own.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, I will say though that I don't know if you noticed, you probably did because you know it back to front, but I slipped in all the parts of a poem that is in
Yes.
Outer Wilds.
Yes.
That's
awesome.
Yeah.
And you also used all that's left is to collapse the innumerable possibilities before us. And I did not do a found poem, but I almost used that line anyways. Because it's so good. And it's so you're graduating college.
Yep. I did feel like this poem, maybe it sort of subconsciously came out of me in a you're graduating college.
Right?
But feels very relatable to that experience.
Well, that's kind of what this show has, I think we've both realized what it's turned into as we've made this theme about going on the craziest journey you could ever go on.
Far from home.
Far from home. And then at the very end, you go home. Whether it's for a little bit or for a long time, but you go home.
Yeah.
So.
And it's nice because, home is beautiful. There's so many beautiful memories there, but it's also bitter because you just went on this amazing journey with all of these amazing people.
Yep.
And now it's time to say goodbye. And that is maybe the hardest part.
It is absolutely the hardest part. But okay, let's save more sappiness for later. and get back to the music. Thank you for the incredible, incredible poem. Up next, we've got Sunlight by Hozier.
I would shine the light, sharing evenings cool and quiet, who would trade that harmony for sunlight, 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 whose heart would not take flight, trade the moon as acolyte, on first and fierce a firm inside of sunlight, sunlight, sunlight. I've been lost to you, sunlight, flew like a moth to you, sunlight, oh, sunlight. Oh, your love is sunlight. Oh, your love is sunlight. What it is, sunlight. Oh, the tales the same, told before and told again. A soul is born in cold and rain. Oh, sunlight, sunlight, sunlight. At last can grant a name to buried in a burning flame. As love in its decisive pain. Oh, my sunlight, sunlight, sunlight. All that was shown to me, sunlight, was something foreknown to me, sunlight, oh, sunlight. Oh, your love is sunlight. Oh, your love is sunlight. Oh, but it is sunlight. Oh, your love is sunlight. Oh, your love is sunlight. Oh, but it is sunlight. It's there you'd rise with me, know that I would gladly be the Icarus to your certainty. Oh, my sunlight, 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 strap the wing to me, death trap clad happily, with wax melted I'd need to see under sunlight, sunlight, sunlight. See, oh, your love is sunlight. Oh, your love is sunlight. Oh, but it is sunlight. Oh, your love is sunlight. Oh, your love is sunlight. Oh, but it is sunlight. Oh, your love is sunlight.
That was Hozier's Sunlight. And next up is Penny Lane by the Beatles.
In Penny Lane there is a barber showing photographs of every head he's had the pleasure to know, and all the people that come and go stop and say hello. On the corner is a banker with a motor car, the little children laugh at him behind his back, and the banker never wears a mask in she feels as if she's in a play. She is anyway. In Penny Lane, the barber shaves another customer. We see the banker sitting waiting for a trim. And then the fireman rushes in from the pouring rain. Very strange. Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. There beneath the blue suburban skies, I sit and meanwhile back. Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. There beneath the blue suburban skies, Penny Lane.
Through your children's eyes to see the true magic of a forest. It's a storybook world for them. You look and see a tree. They see the wrinkled face of a wizard with arms outstretched to the sky. They see treasure in pebbles. They see a windy path that could lead to adventure. And they see you, their fearless guide through this fascinating world.
Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
That was Penny Lane by the Beatles. Next up, Lord Huron's Until the Night Turns.
I had a vision and I thought the world was ending. Yeah, the sky was falling and time was bending. I watched the heavens collide right before my eyes. What if the world dies with the sunrise? Then it's alright, we'll be up all night. What if we're on a day when the stars fade? Keep it going till the night turns into the day. I had a visitor come from the great beyond, telling me all the time that the world is done. Let me watch for a sign in the midnight sky. What if the world dies with the sunrise? Maybe it's alright to be up all night. What if we're on a day when the stars fade? Keep it going till the night turns into the day. What if the world dies with the sunrise? Maybe it's alright to be up all night. What if we're on a day when the stars fade? Keep it going till the night turns into the day. We wait for the sunrise. We watch as the world dies. We howl in the moonlight. When the world ending comes, baby, don't close your eyes. We wait for the sunrise. I had a vision the night that the world was ending. Yeah, the sky was falling and time was bending. We spent our last night in the moonlight. Baby, it's so bright, we'll be up all night. I got a hell of a view for the end of the world. I got a bottle of booze and a beautiful girl. If I'm going to die, I'm gonna go with style. Yeah. What if the world dies with the sunrise? Then it's alright to be up all night. What if we're on a day when the stars fade? Keep it going till the night turns into the day. What if the world dies with the sunrise? Then it's alright to be up all night. What if we're on a day when the stars fade? Keep it going till the night turns into the day.
climbing trees like we did when we were children, scaling walls, the walls that took us years to build. Climbing trees, haven't much since we were children, the shaking limbs tend to end up bent and broken. Safe inside the walls we built, we found ourselves alone. Trees, haven't much since we were children. Shaky limbs tend to end up bent and broken, but heartache pales in comparison to love.
That was Trees by the Oh Hellos, and up next we have Wild Mountain Thyme, spelt like the plant, which I feel is important to let you know, by the Longest Johns.
Oh, the summer time has come, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows among the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all among the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower near yon pure crystal fountain, and on it I will pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all among the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? If my true love he were gone, would surely find another to pull wild mountain thyme all among the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all among the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all among the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go?
Among the fields of straw and stover, glide in till the work day's over. Time's a gentle stream, longer than it seems. Patient is the night. How long to see her face now? Her starry moonlit gaze now. I know she's never late, still anxiously I read. Patient is the night. She's never late, still anxiously I read. Patient is the night.
That was Patient is the Night by the Blasting Company from the soundtrack of Over the Garden Wall. And I guess it's my turn now to share that which I have written.
Wow, a poem already. Shakespeare.
No, I'm just stalling. So mine isn't found from anywhere aside from my brain, which is a little stressful because, you know, there's a lot going on up there. And it was, well, it wasn't thrown together last minute, but I was working on it up until the last minute. So
See,
there
Kat says
hasn't been a
all
ton
of
of
this to
rehearsal.
try and lower your expectations.
I am!
But I haven't read a poem of hers that hasn't been fire. So also keep that in mind.
Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence. I hope it rings true. And I guess we'll find out. I'm just realizing I didn't name it, but I think just for prosperity, the name is Farthest Frequencies, because that's the title of the notes page. All right.
All right, everyone close your eyes.
The stars have been quiet recently, not silent. Silence is stillness, and nothing out here is ever really still, but silent in the way that distant relatives are silent. The kind of silence that might just want to be interrupted. The silence of a cathedral after the congregation has left, but the organ player lingers. We've been out here so long that I've started seeing faces in the dust that collect on the control panel. One of them looked like my high school physics teacher, and I thought about how glad he would be to experience zero gravity at more than a theoretical level. And then I thought about which thoughts crossing my mind were my own, and which are the ones that I've picked up along the way. A long way, on a path that crosses more times than should be possible. And now that I'm staring back at the impossible curve of it, I'm thinking it was never really about the stars. It certainly stopped being about the stars once we were out past the edge of mapped silence, where even time forgets itself. and the laws of life get soft and forgiving and strange. Maybe that's where we dropped off the last of who we were and picked up something new. Not better, not worse, just new. Well, maybe not even new, just rearranged, as atoms do, as space does. And there's been a rearranging in our absence as well, on the planet hanging before us now. It's waiting, as though it wants to be named anew. But names of any sort feel worn out when you've stood beneath galaxies and bowed to black holes. What's a name, or a place, or a person to the weight of the entire cosmos? Yeah, very grand, yes, but it's also the wrong question entirely, and one I've only managed to cast aside recently. Here's the question that counts. What's a pilot without a co-pilot? The answer is hopeless. The stars told me as much the first time I set off. They weren't quiet then. They weren't hostile, but they certainly weren't hesitant in calling out the flaws of my flight patterns. They got quiet only when I stopped measuring progress in light years and started measuring by how long the coffee stayed warm, or how many episodes had played in the background of our system checks. I used to think returning would feel like closing a circle, but it doesn't, because I don't think this is the same place we took off from. Time and distance, direction, they tell you so little. They're just names. And what's a name, or a place, or a person to the weight of the entire cosmos? Nothing. Nothing at all. But what's a co-pilot to a pilot? Well, he's the difference between a journey worth taking and total engine failure. Not the map, not the manual, but the DJ. And thank God, because ever since the stars got quiet, all we've had is the music.
Well, you made me cry, so you must have done something right.
I just, credit where credit's due. And I, for those that don't know, had a radio show once before, and it was so much fun, truly, and part of why I wanted to do it again, but this round was infinitely more fun. And it all has to do with the company, right?
Absolutely.
And again, same thing's true for all of college, I would say.
Yeah.
So this was my version of a celebratory goodbye, a bittersweet goodbye.
Because what is life without the company?
It's true. Yeah.
I think it's funny that you perfectly managed to capture my physics teacher from high school, whose greatest dream was to go to space. And he always made us promise that if we ever ended up working for NASA by any stretch of the imagination, that we would get him up there.
Yeah.
Someone painted him a picture of himself in space.
I think maybe just it's that all physics teachers are a little bit the same.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's just in the nature of a physics teacher.
Yep.
All right.
So
there's my poem. And I think back to the music now.
Yep. If you just came in at this moment, this is KUPS, the sound of what? The sound of space.
For this hour. And up next, we've got I Am a Poor Wayfaring Stranger by Joe Slovick.
I am a poor wayfaring stranger. I'm traveling through this world of woe. Yet there's no sickness, toil, nor danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my father. I'm going there no more to I know dark clouds will gather round me. I know my way is rough and steep, but golden fields lie just before me, where God's redeemed shall ever sleep. I'm going home to see my mother and all my loved ones who've gone on. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I am a poor wayfaring stranger. I'm traveling through this world of woe, yet there's no sickness, toil, nor danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my father. I'm going there no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home.
Do you want to keep yapping, or should I turn the microphone back off? Do you need a minute?
I'm having a great time reading CDs, Jays.
You're gonna get us canceled on our last show.
No!
All right, we've got only 2 songs left. We're recovering from the emotion of it all. And I'm realizing now that I don't think we have ever dedicated a song before. So better late than never. And I'm going to go ahead and make the bold statement for both of us, but hey, feel free to correct me, that I think this next song goes out to every single one of our friends, those listening and those not.
Absolutely.
So second to last song of Farthest Frequencies, this is End of Beginning by Joe.
Just one more tear to cry, one teardrop from my eye. You better save it for the middle of the night, when things aren't black and white. And the troubadour, remember
Chicago, I feel it. Another version of me, I was in it. Oh, I went goodbye to the end of beginning.
I have no idea how to close out the show. This is where we normally talk about next week's theme.
Next week,
What do
we'll
we
be having
do?
glorious adventures
Yeah,
in
next
different
week
places.
we'll be having a good time, and so will you.
When are you going to Taiwan? Is it next week?
A bit longer than that, I
Okay.
think, but somewhere around there, yeah. The next adventure, if you will.
May I suggest that we end it with the fundamental Outer Wilds quote, which is, all that's left to do is to collapse the innumerable possibilities in front of us. Are you ready to see what comes next?
Let's do that. And let's play our last song for you guys. This is Echoes of the Eye by Andrew Prahlow from the soundtrack of Outer Wilds. And remember, be curious on your journey.